what you just said there. I think it proves our point. You got to have trust in what you're doing, the content that you're putting out there. I think so many businesses and brands give up so quick and easy after a couple of attempts. As you say, do more.
What's up, guys? Rich here. Thanks for tuning in to the 2610 podcast, where me and the boys talk about how you can use content the right way to grow and scale your business. If you find this episode useful, then please share with a fellow entrepreneur, marketer, founder, or anyone else who might also get some value from it, and let's all grow together. With that said, let's jump straight into it. All right, do you know what's crazy to me, Scott, right? There's a number that I'm about to tell you that is going to not blow your mind, but I think you'll be very surprised by it. So 44% of marketers consider content marketing, whatever you want to call it, as their main challenge. So basically they are 44% of people that market or work for companies or whatever the case is, find making content their biggest challenge. What, if anyone's listening to this right now, what would be your advice for them?
So making content is their hardest challenge. I
guess like considering marketing, like content marketing, is the biggest challenge.
I mean, just keep making more content, get content out there, share it across social media. Like, I think people just think too far into it at times. I just believe that social media is a powerful tool nowadays to be putting content out there and getting the reach that you need. I guess that's the only thing I can recommend for myself.
So what are you saying? Make more, just do more?
Yeah, make more content and get it out there. Like, it's so easy just to, like, I mean, what are we doing right now? We just pick up a camera and we're putting together informative stuff on a podcast and talking about stuff.
Exactly. I think, I completely agree. You know, like, it's one of those things. It's like you're never going to know what's working. I think it's a challenge because they don't know what's going to work, right? But then they might try one or two things and it's like, oh, that's not working, so I'm going to stop now. Or like, it takes so much time. It takes so much more commitment. Now, we've got a client, Scott, you know exactly who I'm talking about in a moment when I say these words, but I got a message on Slack. So basically they have someone who films for them on a regular basis, and we came up with a concept of, because they've been going like really viral, like they've been popping off like fucking insane numbers. We've been working with them now for like 8 months, and we've grown their account from like 0 to 70,000 followers on TikTok, which is huge for a brand. Like, people can say what they want, but that's big. In 7 or 8 months, that's massive. And they were like, look, it's only like one thing that's really performing that well right now. Have you got any more ideas for us? So we came up with some ideas, and we're like, you should really start, because some of their videos are getting 12 million, 30 million views, and the comments are insane.
Yeah.
And so we suggested, like, take those comments and make content about that. Simply promote your past content, like, because you're going to talk about that, and that's going to pop up to someone else's feed, and they'll be like, what are you on about? And the video's there, so then you can, you know, it's in the comments like you see on TikTok. They can click on it and they're promoting their content after, you know, months after it's been posted. And so we suggested this, and they were like, you know, I got a message on Slack 2 days ago and from the guy, and he was like, hey, Rich, you know, I don't know if you've seen, but the videos aren't working that well. Have you got any advice for me? And I went on their account, and they posted 4 videos in 2 weeks, responding to comments. 4 videos in 2 weeks, and one of them has got 11,000 views, and the other 3 have got like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views, whatever the case is, like low in views, granted. And I just responded like, do more. and he was like, yeah, but it's not really working. I was like, you don't know if it's not working. I would argue that you've responded to a comment and it's got nearly 12,000 views. That is doing well. Like, that is working. Like, you just needs to do more. You need to do, you know, come back, do it every day for the next 3 months, and then come back and tell me if it's not working. I would argue at that point, if it's still not working, it's only getting 1,000 views every time, then you're probably doing something wrong. You're not engaging enough. You're not really answering the right questions. You're not doing it in the right way. Because if you do it every day for 3 months, you will be getting somewhere. I can guarantee you, especially off of like the million viewed videos. So the biggest thing here, I think, is just do more of that thing. Like, you're never going to know. People give up so easy. It's like, oh yeah, it's not working. You know, how many videos have you done? 2, 5, 10, 30. You don't have a clue. Like, you don't know if it's going to work until you post hundreds. And even the viral stuff that they had that we referenced in that, about 12 million views and stuff, you know, for months it was getting 500, 400, it was 30 views. Like, it was getting nothing, if you recall.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy time, actually.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
I think
but
that
you just got to have like real trust in what you're doing.
What you just said there, I think it proves our point. You got to have trust in what you're doing, the content that you're putting out there. I think so many businesses and brands give up so quick and easy after a couple of attempts. As you say, do more.
Yeah, for sure. And people will be like, oh, what is doing more? And I think there we just sort of like said, you know, quantity is, of course, you know, output is, of course, you could easily do more of that. Just keep doing that same thing. But just even like promoting your content there, or like, you know, there's such an easy way of doing it. TikTok has made it really easy for people to just respond to comments. You see it a lot from so many people now. They just go on there and they've got a comment and they just make a video directly about that thing. And people go on the comments then, they see an interesting thing, a comment, question that they might be like, oh, I wonder what the answer to that is. And then they click on the video because it's a video reply. So you're constantly promoting your content all the time, like posting new content that people are going to be, you know, engage with. And I think that's a really important thing there. That would be my strategy anyway. It's just
to link to what you're saying there of how well that can work doing something like that. One of my friends, he does TikTok videos. He's not massive, but he's built up a following. And he actually done a video. So what you were saying there, referring to, is like Stitch on Twitch, TikTok. That's the other one. But yeah, like, so you stitched a video, and basically he stitched a podcast, and they was really bad mouthing like a celebrity that had passed away, and he stitched it, got loads of views, like hundreds and thousands of views. Like, he got loads, he built up loads of following. And then I went on to, obviously I was interested, so I went onto the podcast to see what the actual original video was. Obviously I saw the video, didn't agree with it, and I went onto their account and was like, I wonder if they've like said about it, because they had a like extreme backlash from it. And they'd done a video laughing about it, saying, this is great, we're getting so many views and followers from this. Like, the thing that they was talking about was terrible. Like, it was really bad. And I mean, I didn't agree with it. Some people might have saw like a more humorous side to it, but the point of it is that from doing that, someone has made more content from their content, and it's led more people there, and you've generated that kind of income of people now. It's a great strategy.
It's like that old saying. Yeah, no, great strategy. It's like that old saying. It's my mind's went blank here. I feel like people listening to this podcast at this point will be just shouting it at down their mics right now, telling me exactly what it is. It's like, no press is bad press or something like that. Is that where I'm going with this?
I think that's the one.
No press is bad press.
Oh no, all press is good press, right? Something like that.
Okay, something like that.
It's one of them.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, repurposing, promoting your content and stuff. Like, if you've got a really good post, like, that you think is good. Now, we said this to that same client. In fact, you know, they were popping off and blowing up, and I was like, look, you know, you could easily just, you know, this works. You could easily just take the same thing, run it as an ad now, and add a little call to action at the end of it. So such a simple one.
Yeah, I think ads are really good. They can help. It's like a little help for performance. Like you know, like some guys need a bit of help with performance. Some content needs help.
This is not an ad. This is not an ad.
This is not an ad.
Don't have anything
just
to
pops
to
up
sell
at the
you.
bottom of the screen.
Little blue pill.
But yeah, I think ads are a good way to approach it as well, just to give it a little bit of enhancement. That's a route to take.
Like, something that just came to me as well. Do you know what you could do? Like, you post some good content or like interesting content, whatever. You could just do, like, you know, on street interviews is really done quite well in the last few months. You could literally just walk up to people on the street and just say, hey, watch my video, what do you think of it? And just get them to like
Yeah.
almost roast you or like give your honest. This is just a pure idea off the cuff, but it's another way of like promoting your content, because then people are like, oh, what are they actually watching? What are they talking about? I'm going to go
Yes.
watch that thing. If you deem that your content is like worthy of being watched like that, that if you're a filmmaker, they're a perfect example for you. You're making an insane like
Yeah.
short film, or a little cool montage or something. Walk up to people in the street, watch this, or a musician like recording
Yeah.
yourself playing the piano and singing or something. Go up to someone, watch this, and then they roast you or like, say something really great about you, like, or they get really emotional, like, oh my God, it was like my mum's favorite song or something. And, people are like, shit, what are they talking about? I want to watch that. They click on the video, and then you're promoting your content that way. Again, another idea, I guess, a creative idea. If anyone listening wants to take that, go and let us know how you get on with it.
You're just batting off ideas for people now.
Yeah, that's all we do. But yeah, I guess the overall message here is from Scott: do more.
From me, from Rich, do more.
Yeah.